1-2, Free Road. 1-4, Bombing Nova. 1-6, Keller. 1-7, Raging Bully. 3-2-1, Ponycat. 3-4, Miss Vujans. 4-4, Tinker. 5-1-0, Juggernaut Jelly. 5-1-7, Andy War. 5-5, Sophie Bay. And 5-6, Rob Sam. That is your Team Denmark today.
And we are seconds away from the start of this game. This is, again, Brazil versus Denmark. A Brazilian Nut jamming for Team Brazil and Ponycat for Denmark. We are off. Brazilian Nut pushed to the outside. A veteran from Team Brazil. She was there in the 2011 World Cup.
Oh, wow.
Yep, she was. And nobody out of the pack yet. Oh, it's Brazilian Nut, your first lead jammer of the game.
So Team Denmark still...
Team Denmark in the box.
Yeah, and
yeah.
one blocker as well for Denmark. So they are a blocker short on a power jam.
Yeah, Brazilian Nut on a power jam. You don't want to leave her that open door too often because this is what she does. She picks up 5 points right off the bat.
Yep, those belong to her now. So
Ponycat's back in action. Clear the pack. Both jammers can now score. Brazilian Nut is on her second scoring run. Calls off the jam before Ponycat hits the pack. And that will be a... I'll tell you in a second. There's points coming.
There's points coming. I do believe they scored 2 points, Denmark.
Yep.
Sneaky 2. I'm seeing those 2 fingers held up by the ref, and he's not swearing. So.
And one more for Brazil. 6-2 to kick things off.
Excellent stuff. So we have Bonsai jamming for Team Brazil. And Robsam for Team Denmark. And that is Robsam, your lead jammer with Team Denmark. Brazil caught up in a big recycle, still yet to exit the path for that initial pass. A 5-point pass for Team Denmark.
Bonsai just clearing the pack now. That was one hard-fought initial pass.
Brazil are really making Robsam work for this next pass. But the jam is called off before Bonsai if Brazil can score anything.
Yeah, nice tight defense for Team Denmark.
Absolutely.
And Team Brazil bringing out their big gun, Brazilian Nut. And number 440 for Team Denmark, that would be Tinker.
So whistle blows on. Both jammers really hustling through. Tight defensive work going on there. And Brazil takes lead jammer. Brazilian Nut, as you say, the big gun.
Team Denmark has removed the the jammer cap. That's old Derby creeping up on me here. And in the meantime, Brazilian Nut has picked up 5 points. Tinker has cleared the pack, puts the cap back on so she can score points. Brazilian Nut is already doing that, gets pushed out of bounds, calls the jam off, and picks up 3 more points, so 8-0 in this jam for Team Brazil.
And no points in this jam for Team Denmark. So we're seeing a really close scoreline already. Just under 5 minutes in. Nice and even matchup here.
If you're looking for athletic wear to wear to help kickstart the season, then head over to the Pivot Star stall for the extra special World Cup flash sale. But you're not here, so you want to become a part of the Pivot Star family, proudly sponsoring Team Wales.
And we are off again, taking lead jammer. It is Sophie Bay for Team Denmark. Meanwhile, Clau for Brazil, still looking for space in the pack, has removed the helmet cover. Going for the stash, I assume, which she has got around her own pivot. And a nice 5 points, fairly clean pass there for Team Denmark.
Denmark again playing -1 blocker. Definitely more penalty heavy than Team Brazil.
We've had a star pass as well on Team Brazil. Star has been passed to the pivot, which is
Number 25, Rox.
And we have a power jam as Team Denmark's jammer Sophie Bay has entered the penalty box. So Brazil are going to have 30 seconds of freedom.
That's right, Rox, who is the pivot, is now not only the jammer, but on a power jam.
So this will be a full 2-minute jam as well. No lead anymore.
That's right. And a nice solid diamond formation at the front for Team Denmark.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Held together at the front there by 5-1-0. That is Juggernaut Jelly, who executes a perfect draw back of Rox all the way through the back of the pack again.
Sophie Bay's back in action.
Oh, an amazing hit on Rox.
And a trio of blockers stopping Sophie Bay at the front of the pack. Sophie Bay still working on her initial pass.
Some really tight defenses on both sides.
Yeah.
We've got that diamond formation that just keeps stretching and turning and spinning from Brazil.
Yeah, and 5 extra points for Team Brazil. That pivot really going to work in this jam.
Oh, really?
Not only did she receive the star pass, which is something on its own, but then, hey,
by the way, this
now
is
you're on a power jam.
Now you're on a power jam. And
Spotlight's on you.
This is definitely a full 2-minute jam, so
That's
enjoy.
right.
We've got Pony Cat on the jam line for Team Denmark. Taking on number 7, which is a Brazilian Nut.
Nut.
It's Nut. And Brazilian Nut, of course, has taken a lead jammer for Brazil.
That's her 3rd lead jam call in a row.
Excellent. And a lovely inside line pass from Brazil Nut.
Yeah, you
Completely
don't want to give her
unstopped.
No, don't give her too much space.
No, that millimeter, she's having it. Oh, I think that may have been a slightly strange star pass. I think it may have been flung instead of pass.
Yeah, I think it was more of a star throw.
Yeah, and I think they remembered you cannot do that.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Brazilian Nut is just skating like nobody's watching and scoring points.
Skate through the drama, Brazil Nut.
That's right. So far, 10 points for Nut. Now she's pushed to the inside. She calls off the jam.
That was a lovely hit from number 34 there, Miss Virgins. Just bringing Brazil Nut, taking her momentum away and be like, yeah, I'm going to call this jam actually.
Yeah, a quick note on Brazilian Nut. She's a very experienced skater, skated with the Gotham All-Stars past few seasons. Just before that, the Philly Roller Derby Liberty Bells, their A team. And this is all, you know, since her participation in the 2011 World Cup in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So a really experienced skater.
Yep.
So we have Robsam for Team Denmark taking on Maria Loca for Brazil. Again, both sides really putting in that heavy defense. We've not even reached turn 1 yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. Maria Loca on turn 1 takes lead jammer for Brazil.
Robsam has removed the jammer cap in hopes of tricking the Brazilian blockers. Still working on the initial pass. Loca is now working on the scoring run.
But Robsam has cleared the pack, popped the pants back. Oh, now I'm catching the old lingo. The jammer hat, the jammer cap, whatever
That's
we want to call it. The helmet cover.
Don't make that mistake too many times. You'll set Twitter on fire.
Oh no, no one wants to set Twitter on fire. It's very flammable there.
Yeah. No water will do any good on that.
No, you cannot put that fire out. Okay, we got Brazilian Nut for Team Brazil. Taking on 440. That is Tinker for Team Denmark. I do believe that is lead jammer for Denmark. However, she's been swallowed right up into the pack again.
Yeah, first power jam for Team Denmark as Brazilian Nut cuts the track and is sent to the penalty box. That's Tinker. She is lead. She has completed her initial and earned lead. She just hadn't cleared the pack yet. She was swallowed back in, but now she has, and she is about to hit the pack and score some points. And I would take advantage of that since she is on a power jam, and Team Brazil is working -1 blocker.
Oh yes, definitely
there we go.
Worth it. Definitely worth it. So a nice 5-point pass there for Tinker. But Brazilian Nut had returned to play, hitting that Team Denmark triangle of doom and just getting through it, breaking it apart. And Tinker calls off the jam for Denmark.
We would like to thank Cheeseball Precision Skate Bearings at Cheddar, Gouda, Swiss, Pepperjack. Get your cheese on with cheese balls, available in the Velen Village, at the Quad Skate Shop booth, or online. You are watching Brazil versus Denmark. Brazil in the dark blue, Denmark in the white. We've got Bonsai for Team Brazil facing off against Sophia Bay. And actually, it's Sophia Bai.
Oh, Sophia Bai.
I made a note. Speaking of Sophia Bai, she is heading, it's bye-bye Sophia to the penalty box.
Oh man, I wanted to make a bye-bye joke then. You beat me. So.
And Bonsai has got to complete her initial if she wants to get some points. And so far, Team Denmark has been denying her of any type of front movement, forward movement.
Yeah, Bonsai being really held up.
Yeah.
Recycled back. She was almost past turn 1, and now she has been sent back again. Almost, well, just past now the pivot line.
Team Denmark now working with 2 blockers in the box. But they have just let Bonsai go now. Bai back into play. Bonsai is lead. She hits the pack right now.
Team Denmark really going to town on the drawing back of the jammer. Every time they hit Bonsai out, they draw her further back around the wrong way of the track. Again, one of those lovely, strong triangle formations, just grinding the jammers to a halt. Looks like a bit of cheeky offensive work there from 0-6. Or just 6, Kaija.
Sophia Bai clears the pack. And I do believe that was her initial. And she just hit the pack now. Did they give her any points? They gave 4 points to Brazil. And 1 point stolen by Team Denmark. Score now stands 48-28, 48-29, excuse me, favoring Team Brazil. A little over 16 minutes left in this bout. Timeout called by the Denmark All-Stars. And let me remind you, each team in these 30-minute games get a timeout and an official review, but the clock does not stop. We can only rest your skaters for a minute, but the game clock keeps ticking.
So while we have that team timeout, let me tell you about Revell Contact Wear. Revell is the leading tech performance equipment for women in contact sports. Revelia, a bust and shoulder protection for women, was awarded at ISPO, the world's largest sports and innovation fair in the world. Start the revolution, the first brand for women in contact sports, which is at revellcontactwear.com. # make an impact.
And we are definitely making an impact at this World Cup. With 38 teams, the strongest showing ever for this event. Of course, last edition was in Dallas with 30 teams, and the first edition, 2011 in Toronto, with 13 team Sausage. Do you realize we've more than doubled? We've tripled.
Oh my goodness. What's it going to be next time?
I say we go for 100.
Let's just go for it. So we got Brazilian Nut on the jam line again for Brazil, taking on Pony Cat for Team Denmark. Pony Cat up against the last couple of blockers. They get through on, they are taking a lead jammer for Denmark.
Brazilian Nuts removed her jammer cap. First time Brazilian has not picked up lead.
Yeah.
Maybe Team Denmark is cracking the Brazilian code.
Oh.
And there's Pony Cat picking up 4.
Oh.
And they keep it going. They keep it going. They had a chance to call up the jam before Brazilian Nut hit the pack, but Pony Cat decided to carry on, trusting their defense. And now they're just trading points at this point. 5 for Pony Cat, 4 for Nut.
And that was a big blocker shove from Pony Cat, throwing one of their own blockers into the path of a Brazilian blocker with some force there.
Yeah, and at this point, Brazilian Nut is going to overtake Pony Cat in points scored. Let me remind you, Pony Cat has control of the clock. They're choosing to carry on. Whew, quick pass through by Pony Cat.
Amazing.
Yeah, 13 points so far.
Really racking them up.
To Brazilians, Nuts 8 points. And again, hitting the pack is Pony Cat. Pony Cat's at 18, excuse me. And now they call it off as Pony Cat is forced to the ground. Wow, very eventful, eventful jam for both jammers.
Very intense. It's not often you actually, see the jammers scoring, but normally, we normally see a lot of like tactical call-offs and stuff. But this one, they were just both scoring.
And it actually paid off because Denmark is now sitting at 50. Brazil 61, an 11-point game.
Perfect.
With just a little over 12 minutes to go. Denmark turns it on and makes it exciting.
Exactly, that is just what we ordered. We have Bombing Nova for Team Denmark taking on Brazil's Clow. Big hit on Bombing Nova, standing to the back of the pack again, but Clow is also trapped in a Denmark triangle. Looking for some offensive help from the blocker.
Yep.
Number 50, which is Psycho Jerry.
And Bombing Nova picks up lead. Just with a doctor order for Team Denmark.
Seeing some big hits on both the jammers on that turn now.
And that's a grand slam for Bombing Nova. Inching closer to Team Brazil's 61 points.
Clow having a go for the star stash to get through the pack there, and the jam is called off.
Nova calls off the jam. Did Nova pick up any more points? Nope. So that's 61 to 55. 5 points picked up by Nova in the previous jam.
So Brazilian Nut takes the jam again against Robson for Denmark.
And the next jam will feature Brazilian Nut for Team Brazil and Rob Sam for Team Denmark. Front of the pack is Team Denmark holding back Brazilian Nut, and now they've just drawn her back and recycled.
Yeah, there's some really efficient blocking work there. They were just doing that triangle and then sweeping back to recycler, but Brazilian Nuts through for lead.
Robsam still working on the initial. Brazilian Nut on the first scoring run. At the front of the pack, up against two solid Danish blockers. And now Robsam has completed her initial. Brazilian Nut has accumulated 5 points. Nut calls it right off just before Robsam hits the pack and limits the damage. 66-55 favoring Team Brazil. 10 minutes exactly left to go in this game. We would like to thank Strong Athletic. Strong Athletic believes that every human has the right to celebrate their strength, play sports, be active, find their power, speak their voice, and be seen. At Strong Athletic, we believe that athleticism and strength are so much more than what is seen in the mainstream. What is your Strong Athletic story? Share at strongathletic.com.
And we have Maria Loca taking lead jammer for Brazil. Team Denmark forced to do the star stash to get through the pack. That is Tinker for Denmark. Some absolutely high octane action happening on that turn. And Tinker taking advantage of that slight distraction there to take some points as well.
You got that right. They actually scored 4 points.
Yeah.
Team Brazil stuck at 0 in this one. Actually, no, sorry. Team Brazil picked up 5, so 71-59, favoring Brazil. Brazil has been in the lead since the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Team Denmark inching ever so close.
Really
but
close.
yeah, keeping it exciting with 8 minutes to go. That would be enough time to, try and shake things up now, and Denmark knows it.
Oh yeah. I know they can take in these situations. There's one power jam to change everything.
That's right. Again, Brazilian Nut facing Sophia Bai. Brazilian Nut picks up lead. She has picked up lead every time she's been out but one time.
Big hit on Brazilian Nut, sending her to the outside of the track. We've had a star pass. Now your jammer for Team Denmark is AC Dizzy, but Brazilian Nut limits the damage, calls off the jam for Brazil. So that was a 0-point jam all round. So Team Brazil.
Is it a 0-0? I believe you're right.
It is.
The first 0-0 of the game.
It is. Oh no, I'm seeing 3 points being held up.
Yeah.
So that takes Brazil up to 73 points for Team Denmark's 59. We have Ponycat for Team Denmark taking on Banzai for Brazil, who just takes that millimeter and runs a mile on the inside line, takes lead jammer for Brazil.
Yeah, Banzai had a hard time in their last jam, but not this time. Went right through to pick up lead.
So just picking up speed and momentum, skipping around the apex, calling off the jam. 4 points will do nicely, she says.
Yeah, boy, big jam for Banzai. It looked like she had everybody mesmerized there, and she just got right through.
I was totally mesmerized.
I didn't have time to see her. She was so quick.
So quick.
Team Brazil 77, Denmark 59. 6:45 left to play in this game. Let me remind you, these are 30-minute games for day one. Each team will play 2. And then they will play a full game tomorrow, and then they will be seated in the 1 to 8 bracket and 9 to 16 bracket.
So it looks like Brazil have taken lead jammer despite getting hit off and swallowed back a little, retaining control. Brazil call off. That's Brazilian Nut calling off the jam before Denmark can do anything about it. I've just seen Robsam flinging themselves into outer space probably, but or just across the track.
Yeah, it's milking every second she could.
Trying
because
to get
in those 6 minutes, they don't want Denmark to come back on them. 77-59 for Brazil. They are sitting comfortably in the lead, but don't be too comfortable because Team Denmark has shown it before they can come back. Clow for Brazil and Bombing Nova for Team Denmark are the jammers right now. Bombing Nova going side to side now. Both jammers pretty much at a standstill. Clow trying to knit her way through a wall of blockers from Denmark.
And oh, Bombing Nova almost taking that inside line, but hit off by Brazilian blockers.
Yeah, number 25, that's Rox, the captain. He's doing a number Bombing Nova, but now Bombing Nova goes for it anyway, picks up lead. Clow also exits the pack. That is her initial. Bombing Nova's hit out by Rox again. She's awarded 1 point. So that's a 1 point jam. Whew. All that work for 1 point. Well,
it can be won by 1 point, so every little 1 point matters. It all adds up.
You're absolutely right.
Obviously.
And you don't want to be on the losing end of a 1 point game.
Absolutely not. That's the most heartbreaking way to do it.
And I believe we have an official review for Team Brazil.
So while we're having that official review, let me remind you guys, you can keep up to date with all the action here at the Roller Derby World Cup on social media. If you look for the hashtag RDWC2018, and you may even get your posts, etc., featured on the broadcast.
That means we talk about you.
Yeah, we're going to talk about you. So let us know your predictions and the players to watch, or just your faves in general. By getting in touch with us on social media using that hashtag. That's hashtag RDWC2018, RWC2018. And we will see you on the internet.
Oh yeah, and we know you always have plenty to say.
Or just come by this weekend, say it to our faces.
Yeah, let's see about that. I mean, if you're in the greater Manchester area, I don't see why you're not here.
Exactly.
You got 3 more days. Well, we're only halfway through day 1.
I know.
And then 3 more fantastic days of roller derby. And if today is only the only day to go by, it's only going to get better.
Exactly. It's been so intense today. I've absolutely loved it. So
Yeah. And it's going to get better. Games are going to get tighter.
Absolutely.
And longer.
And longer, yeah. More derby.
Brazilian Nut is on the jammer line for Team Brazil, and Tinker is lead jammer for Team Denmark. But she was reabsorbed. So she does have to exit the pack if she wants to score points and lap the pack, obviously. Hit out again by number 26 for Brazil. That is Sarah Gaither. Okay, Nut has exited the pack, and now they've awarded lead to Nut. So that was a mistake. Tinker was not lead. It's now Brazilian Nut. Again, a force to be reckoned with for Team Brazil.
She really is, but unfortunately recycled again to the back. We've seen a lot of this. Team Denmark seem really efficient at this, hit them up.
Yeah.
Draw them back through the pack, make them go through hell again.
Yeah, and reform quickly before they hit you.
Yes.
Tinker is still working on the initial pass at the front, but she's got 3 Brazilian blockers to contend with. Actually, now 2 are bridging, so that gap is getting farther and farther for Team Brazil.
Yeah,
she's removed the jammer cap in the hopes of getting through, creating confusion. Woo!
Oh!
That was a big hit by number 12,
yeah.
Fricks Road.
Brazilian Nut nearly came to join us.
Yep.
So Tinker recycled again, going through the whole pack. Are we seeing a star pass? I'm seeing the jammer cap pass to the pivot.
Yes.
We have a star pass. That is AC Dizzy, number 10 for Denmark. Will this force the call off by Brazilian Nut? No, it is a natural ending jam.
How did you know that? Oh, it was a natural ending.
It's a natural ending, organic.
Wow. The first one in this game.
Yeah, no call off.
Yeah, and I do believe Team Brazil is hoping they would have kept their official review because they were signaling a backblock call on the Danish pivot.
Ah, I see.
But you only get one in the 30-minute bout.
You do, and now we have Maria Loca for Brazil taking on Pony Cat for Denmark. A little bit of offense there from Brazil, but Denmark's Pony Cat, they take lead jammer. And after a star stash, Maria Loca exits the pack.
And I bet Pony Cat's going to keep it going. The game clock is over, is at 0. Jam clock's at 125. They're just going to try and they're going to go for points. Yeah, because at this point, the way to qualify is how many points you score for the top 16. So Denmark is just going to go for broke and just keep it going.
Absolutely. I think in a tight game like this, and the last jam like this,
yeah,
the adrenaline is going to really be kicking in for Pony Cat. It all feels like it's resting on them. They are just going to go hell for leather, get every point that they can.
And Denmark's doing a really good job on Maria Loca.
I do believe Denmark's pivot sent off for a multiplayer. They've also got, I believe that is a blocker. Was in the box, now sitting up, so that they've run out of penalties there. Just holding on to the inside line, not quite hit down. Pony Cat is still pushing forward, taking every point they can get out of Brazil.
Yeah, and it's a blocker parade to the penalty box for Denmark. But still, Maria Loca is in the pack. Now she's exited. I believe that was her first scoring pass. Yes. So 14 points for Denmark, 4 for Brazil in this jam alone, but the jam is almost done now. There you go, natural completion. The second one.
The natural jam. So
exciting ending to an exciting game.
Yes, is that our final unofficial score? Oh, the numbers are going up.
Yep. This was a 9-point game, Sausage.
It felt like a 9-point game. It felt like a 1-point game.
Yeah. Yeah, but Team Denmark, took the lead at the front of the game, and I bet you they were glad they did because they only finished with 9 points ahead of Team Denmark.
Absolutely. Both teams' defenses were like 11 out of 10. Both teams just crushing, that soul-crushing diamonds and triangle formations. Just to grind jammers down, take the momentum away. Really, really fantastic stuff on both sides, and that's why they're both such fairly low scores, even for a 30-minute game.
Oh, absolutely. It was a very physical game.
Yes.
Very physical game. Lots of hit-outs, lots of drawbacks.
Yeah.
And lots of grinding against that 3 formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, very exciting. I hope you liked it. Because if you did, there's plenty more to come.
Yeah, we've got like a whole weekend of this.
A whole weekend,
I don't
4
know
days.
if you didn't know.
By the way, if we haven't told you, we're going all the way to Sunday night, right here in Manchester, Event City, for the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
Yeah, so
and it's been my pleasure to announce this game with you, Sausage.
Absolutely, me too, Patrick. This has been absolutely fantastic.
Yep. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Plenty more action to come.
Thanks very much.